Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you 5 different spring nail art looks using some Butter London polishes. First, I'll show you how to create a negative space yellow stripe design. For all 5 of these designs, I'm going to start off with 1 coat of Butter London's Nail Foundation Priming Base Coat. This is going to help fill in the ridges on your nail and prevent your nails from staining. For this design, because I'm going to be using some striping tape, I'll apply 1 coat of Butter London's Hardwear Shine UV Top Coat. This is going to help prevent the polish from lifting when I remove the striping tape. I'll be using 2 different sizes of striping tape. The red one is 1mm and the silver is 2mm thick. Then I'm going to apply them horizontally on my nail, and I'm going to switch up the order of the thick and thin striping tapes on each nail. Then I'm going to apply 1 coat of Lemon Drop, which is a pale yellow polish. As soon as I'm done applying Lemon Drop, I'm going to remove the striping tape from my nails immediately before the polish has a chance to dry. This is going to help you get really clean lines, and so much more satisfying to remove striping tape when you have nice crisp lines. Then I'll clean up any excess polish that got around my skin with a cleanup brush dipped in acetone and apply 1 more coat of Butter London's Hardwear Shine UV Top Coat. This next step is completely optional, but I applied 1 layer of a matte top coat, and here's what they look like side by side with the glossy and matte top coats. I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I kept them both in the video, but leave me a comment letting me know which one you prefer. The second design is a super simple pink polka dot pattern. For my base color, I'll use this pale pink polish called Piece of Cake, and I'll apply 2 coats for full opacity. For the polka dots, I'm going to use this pink peel-off glitter called Glitz, and I'm going to use a medium-sized dotting tool and start by applying dots right down the center of my nail. For the second column of dots, I'm going to shift it slightly downward so that they're not in line with the first column. I'm just going to continue that process column by column. Here I'm using my favorite dotting tools, which are custom engraved from NAILSTUFF.CA, and I'll have a link to those as well down in the description box below. And once this design is complete, these kind of look like studs, and you don't have the hassle of applying studs, so it's a win-win situation. And to finish off this look, I'm going to apply 1 coat of the Shine UV Top Coat. And here is the finished pink glitter polka dot design. The third design are some really simple freehand cherry blossoms. I'm going to be using Mum's the Word as my base polish, which is a dusty rose shade. I applied 2 coats for full opacity. Once that's dry, I'm going to use a detail brush dipped in that pale pink polish I used earlier called Piece of Cake and paint on 5 petals in the corner of my nail. Then I'm going to paint 2 more smaller cherry blossoms, 1 on either side, with 3 petals each. To add a little bit of detail, I'm going to use a toothpick dipped in a red polish to create a few dots in the center of each cherry blossom. And I'm going to apply 1 layer of the Shine UV Top Coat, making sure to just gently glide the brush over the nail so I don't smudge the flowers. And for my ring finger nail, I'm going to be doing a glitter accent, and I'll just apply 2 coats of the same pink glitter polish we used earlier called Glitz. Because this is a peel-off glitter polish, I'm not going to be applying a base coat underneath. I'm going to finish it off with 1 coat of the Shine UV Top Coat, and here is the finished design. Next is a really fun pink marble design using the Smoosh technique. To do the smoosh technique, I'm going to use a small piece of cling film, but you could also use a sandwich bag. Again, I'll use 2 coats of this light pink polish called Piece of Cake as my base color. You want to make sure your base polish is completely dry before you do the smoosh technique, so I'm going to apply 1 coat of the Shine UV top coat just to make sure that it doesn't mess with my base polish. The 4 polishes that I'll use for the smoosh technique are Piece of Cake, Bling, Princess Cut, and Gem. For the smoosh technique, you're basically going to cover your nail in drops of polishes of different colors, and then you're going to take the cling film and smoosh all those colors together. So you want to make sure that there's enough polish on your nails so that they'll spread and mix around with each other a little bit. And I wanted this to be mostly pink, so I'm going to apply more pink drops than the other colors. Then I'm going to take the piece of cling film, place it on my nail, and just smoosh all those colors together to get them to mix around a little bit. You probably will have some excess polish go onto your skin, so I'm just going to clean that up with a brush dipped in acetone. This technique on its own looks pretty cool, but I wanted it to look a little more like marble, so I'm going to paint on some veins. I'll take a few drops of the darkest polish called Gem and dilute it with a little bit of acetone. Once I mix it, you can see that the consistency becomes a little more watery and it'll be a little less opaque on my nails. Then I'm going to connect the darker areas of my nail with some jagged lines using the diluted polish. I'm going to make these lines as imperfect as I can because veins in real marble are never straight and they're always a little bit rough. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of acetone and soften up some of those lines that are a little bit harsh. Then I'm going to go back in with the diluted polish and I'm going to use a stippling motion over the lines just to create a little bit more dimension. I'll apply 1 layer of top coat and you could totally stop there, but I'm going to add some gold flakes on top. I'll pick up the gold flakes with a brush, and while the top coat is still wet, I'm going to place some of those flakes over the veins that I just painted on my nail. If you don't have gold flakes, you could also just use a gold glitter or even a regular gold polish. I'll seal everything with 1 last layer of a top coat, and here's the finished design. Here's what it looks like without the gold flakes and with the gold flakes. And last but not least is a bright and bold red and gold glitter V. I'm going to start with 2 coats of this stunning bright red polish called Smashing. And once again, I'll be using tape in this design, so I'm going to protect that red polish and apply 1 layer of a top coat. Then I'm going to place 2 regular pieces of tape diagonally on my nail to create the V shape. For the glitter, I'm going to use this gorgeous gold peel-off glitter called Gold Rush. These glitter polishes were pretty packed with glitter, so I didn't feel the need to sponge it onto my nail, but if your glitters are more sparse, then you might want to use a makeup sponge and dab it onto your nail. And finally, I'm going to apply 1 coat of the Shine UV top coat, and this is going to give it a brilliant shine. Here's another look at each of the 5 designs, and I want to know which one is your favorite, so leave me a comment down below letting me know which design you liked the best. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you recreate any of these designs, be sure to tag me on Instagram at caramellogram because I'd love to see them. Anyways, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!